Welcome to the SOAR Show. I'm Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
And I'm Carrie, and today we are, of course, at Champies, and we're going to talk today about dreams. About dreams and dreaming at night, but dreams in life and things you want to be. So
That's a great
Why you have women, how they can help, help you or
Yes.
tell you things.
what do you even know about them?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Uh-huh.
But first, our words.
Mine is pathway. I know that seems like a big word, but so in high school when you do a concentration with the kids, they call it a pathway.
Uh-huh.
So it starts very early in life, and I tell my kids, each decision takes you further down your own personal pathway. And so you can't, sometimes you can reverse in life, but you can't always go to the beginning. So every time you make a decision, it takes you a little further down the pathway. You want to make sure you're on the right pathway.
Sure.
And be thinking about what's at the end.
So
Your
many
goals.
lessons along
Right.
the pathway.
Right.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'm a little involved with high school right now. But anyway,
That's okay. I mean, I think that our brains are on whatever is in our
Yeah.
faces every day in our lives. My word is treat. So while you're on your pathway, don't forget to treat yourself a little bit.
there you go.
I just think it's real important to know inside what are those little things that are a treat to you. And they can be so silly, y'all. A treat to me is to go, I think I need to run an errand. And really all I'm doing is going down 16th Avenue
Uh-huh.
and looking at who's got the signs out, the number one hit songs or things like that. And I almost do that daily. It's a treat to me. Or a trip. I've been going to Brown County every November now for probably 25 years, and one is coming up. And that's a treat for me. And it's simple, and it's nothing elaborate, but David understands that's a treat. Do that for yourself.
That's right. That's a valuable life lesson. The treats are in the small things.
Yeah.
I mean, the big things in life are amazing and they're memorable, but really and truly, as you get older and you reflect, happiness and joy and some of the best memories are in the small things.
They are, yeah. And those are the things that because they're small, you can do them daily or
Sure.
weekly.
Yeah.
You can't go to Vegas weekly. I mean, most people can. You can't go to Paris weekly.
Right.
But, you can go down 16th Avenue, get a cup of coffee.
One of my treats that I've missed is pedicures.
Yeah.
I love getting a
exactly.
pedicure, with a glass of wine or a soda if you want it.
Yeah, just kind of check it
Massage
out
chair.
for an hour, somebody rubbing your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To that. So
Sure.
my word is choices. Kind of ties in with both of yours. We have so many choices in life, and with choices come consequences. But to me, the beauty of choices is it's never too late in life to change your direction of choices. Maybe you or someone you know has gone down a pathway and they've made bad choices for a period of time, and it's resulted in consequences that suited them at the time, but maybe no longer suits them, and they want to make some changes. And that's the beauty of life. You can make changes in your choices today, whether it's how you eat, how you exercise, who you hang out with, who you spend your time with. And I just love that word choices. It's all up to you. You get to choose. The beauty of America, of course, but I love the fact that I get to choose who I vote for. I get to choose what time I wake up, what time I go to bed, what I get to eat, those kinds of things. So,
And I love how
What's your
choices goes back to consequences.
Right.
And it goes back to you. What
That's
about it? I'm trying to do a Y. It comes back to you.
yeah.
The choice was yours, the consequences are
Or reward.
Yeah.
Or reward, yeah.
And you can't change where you've been, but you can certainly change where you're going.
That's right.
That's
And-
back to your pathway.
That's right. And the beauty of all of that is you have a great story to tell. You really do.
What about a fun fact?
Oh, I have a great fun fact. Because we're talking about dreams today, did you know, this is really fascinating to me. In fact, I know a lot, but I'm only going to share a couple of things. So in dreaming, men more often dream about men than they do women. And women more often dream about both sexes equally. Go figure.
Wow.
Isn't
What are
that
men
interesting?
dreaming about men?
I don't know. Well, I think men are so competitive,
Right.
Yeah.
maybe, that
Yeah.
that
Or they're
has
best
something to do-
buds. Because
Maybe,
men have better
yeah.
friendships than women do.
You think?
I do think so.
That's
I see that
a
my
good
husband.
topic.
Oh, if you look at my Facebook, my husband just spent the weekend with high school friends that he remains such great friends with. I mean, they go on golf trips, they do things together, and I don't think women connect like that so much.
Your husband's an extrovert.
Well,
True.
yeah, but I just feel like men are less petty about things.
That is definitely true.
Men don't
That's for sure.
fight with or get upset, and have this
Hold
thing.
grudges.
They just laugh everything off. They beat each other up.
Oh, they
and
do. That's how they
nasty
get through
jokes,
it.
and they just laugh it off.
Yeah.
It's actually beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
I've often said, thank goodness women do not talk to women the way men talk to men. We would kill each other.
Maybe we should try it.
Okay.
You're a hack. You son of a bitch. Yeah.
You look like crap today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would
They have
crawl
so
in
much
home.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It
But they
is.
do have fun with it, for sure.
I'm scared to ask for a current event because this world's crazy.
There's so much going on. I was trying to decide what to pick. So let's just go with the fun one and say Halloween's coming up.
Oh yeah.
What are y'all gonna do? Do y'all have big plans?
It's
Well,
hard to know. We have a party on Saturday in our neighborhood.
oh fun.
So I'm looking for costume ideas, suggestions. I gotta get on it.
I saw some really cute ones on, I guess it was the Today Show, about social distancing and
Oh.
incorporating masks. They had some kids that looked really cute. They were doing like snow globes, so they had the clear umbrellas, and then they had so there was several different themes. Some were sports related, some were like vacation. Anyhow, so they had little, almost looked like a swim ring around them, and then holding an umbrella. So you had your sneeze guard and your cough guard, but then they were decorating the inside of them. It was really cute.
Did you see the family that invented the like
The shoots and stuff for candy?
You shoot the candy out to the street
Yes.
so that no one has to come to your door like a slingshot for the candy. That was cute.
That's what I keep polling people for how they're going to do the candy, because I think opening the door and handing the candy is probably out for this year. But
I think you just do the popcorn balls and throw them.
yeah, or I see
Remember
people
popcorn
with
balls?
I do.
shoots like the plumbing
Oh.
PVC, the white pipes. There
Uh-huh.
have been people that have built those on their steps to just drop the candy down.
Speaking of, y'all are probably not old enough. Do you remember the sweet tart stuff that came in a powder and the little sticks? Well, then they made
Yes.
the one that's like 4 feet long.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever have that one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So much
Or the
sugar.
long things with the powder in them. You
Yeah.
just be like that.
Yes.
That would be
Pixie
good.
sticks.
Here's an extra fun fact. I drink more swallows during a show than y'all do. When I'm editing the show, I'm like, I must be so thirsty because I'm like drinking and y'all never touch yours.
Okay, now I'm gonna have a sip.
So fun fact, if you watch shows back,
Yeah.
Carrie's got a problem. Let's talk about dreams.
Do you have
Oh
one?
my goodness. I do. I have a lot of recurring dreams too.
I too.
Yeah. And maybe this is because I'm a realtor, but I've had recurring dreams for years that I'm in a house, and the rooms just keep going and going, and then I have dreams of houses where the roof is failing and water's just pouring in, and I'm trying to figure out how.
You must be going through an inspection period on one of your
Must be.
contracts.
Must be. It's
Yeah.
weird that I dream about houses so much.
I've had a weird one recurring over the years about losing my teeth.
Really?
That
I
means
looked it up.
something.
It's like uncertainty or fear.
Okay.
Fear and
Yeah.
uncertainty. Because I'm like, dang, I pull out one and pull out another, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my teeth are coming out.
You do have more nightmares or scary dreams if you're going through stress in your life. That sounds like obvious. That doesn't even sound like news to anybody.
Yeah.
But I did hear that if you want to dream more about sex, sleep on your stomach.
What?
Yeah.
Wonder. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
They're very rare. Most people are dreaming about, events and stuff like that, but if you sleep on your stomach, you'll have them.
I can't sleep on my stomach.
But also, it says that if you don't really, your dreams are very strange because when you're asleep and part of your body goes through kind of a paralysis,
That is right.
that the part of your brain that makes sense of things is not,
That's right.
it's not
It's
part of your
paralyzed.
dreams. So
Yeah.
that's why they seem like, well, I mean, wait a minute, where was I? Where did I go? Nothing makes sense.
It's funny
So-
when you try to explain a dream to somebody and you're like 10 minutes in and you haven't really gotten anywhere. You're like, it was very interesting when I was dreaming it.
Yeah.
And sometimes dreams are like all over the place. You're in one spot with certain people and then you're somewhere else. And I think dreams are fascinating.
I do
I'd love
too.
to know what they mean.
Yeah, this is funny. I dreamed last night and I woke up and I told David, I'm like, I just had the weirdest dreams. And he was like, was it scary? And I'm like, no. I'm like, we were with these people that he and I both used to work with, and we stayed somewhere, but he got a separate room. I'm like, something was up with that. And then the people we were staying with wouldn't let me drink Diet Coke. What a weird dream.
That's funny.
I know.
Have you all had the dreams where you wake up and you want to go right back to sleep and finish the dream?
Yeah.
Because it was either a really good dream or something like that where you're like, dang, I hate I wake up, I want to go right back to
Do
sleep.
you know you can remember your dreams more on the weekends because you sleep
Ah,
in later, and
oh,
your
so-
best dreams that you
Yes.
can remember are the morning dreams.
They are.
Yeah.
Think about it, if you wake up and go to the bathroom like 4 a.m. or 5, after that, you really have clarity in your dreams.
I think if you're quiet, like you're saying, you can practice remembering your dreams. The more you practice, like, I'm gonna remember my dream, and you're gonna wake up slowly rather than jumping up to the alarm and, you know.
Oh, yeah,
rush to
let
get
yourself
yourself-
go back in.
Yeah, just in the stillness.
Yeah, and you're telling the brain that you're going to do this, is part of that too. But it's so interesting how when you wake up, you can remember vividly everything. And sometimes I dream in color. Most people dream in black and white, but every now and then you will dream in color. But I'll wake up so vividly remembering every aspect and trying to tell about it. But later in the day, I can't remember it.
Nothing at all.
That's right. It's like, what was that about? And you try so hard to remember the different aspects of it, and it's just gone.
It's
Write
just
them down.
And it's probably a good thing because most people don't know this either, but over the course of a general lifespan, you dream a total of 6 years worth.
It says
Wow.
a 30
That
year
is a
old.
lot.
Have y'all ever had lucid dreams where you're dreaming and you know you're asleep? No?
I think I have.
Where you're in your dream and you know you're dreaming, but the dream goes on.
Oh, you know you're dreaming.
I don't even know how to put that together, what you're saying.
Like
But
you're
I
aware
haven't.
that you're asleep.
Yeah.
In
I
your
don't
dream,
know.
you know you're sleeping. I don't know that I've had that.
That's like a double dream, isn't it? That's like a
Oh,
dream on
lucid
top of a
dream.
dream.
Like
Yeah.
you're dreaming that you're
But you
aware.
know that
Yeah.
your body is mostly paralyzed too when you're dreaming to keep you from acting out your dreams
That's
or
right.
hurting yourself.
Mhm.
And I guess there must
It's a
be
good thing because
well, people that sleepwalk, they must have that part of, you know how we all have problems with our bodies. Things don't work like someone else's. So maybe that doesn't work in someone's body that sleepwalks.
Well, and think about this, even if you don't sleepwalk, this is a very, very, very common dream that you're being chased. So the last thing you want to do is
Get up and run.
get up and start running because
Yeah.
who knows what could happen at that point. But
Y'all ever had a
All that
dog
sound.
that runs in its sleep?
Yes.
Has its little feet going.
Have you ever heard your dog whimper or cry out? That's so sad to me. I'm over there trying to wake my dog up. Stop dreaming like that.
Yeah. You know, you're not supposed to wake up somebody that sleepwalks either.
Why not?
I don't know. Watch Step Brothers. They say, don't wake them up.
Never heard of that.
They must hurt themselves or get violent if you wake them up in the middle of their sleep if they're walking. Somebody knows that.
So, okay, so that makes me think of a question. So if the body's paralyzed during dreaming phase, then a sleepwalker must not be dreaming.
No, what
I
I'm
don't
saying
understand-
is,
I don't understand.
okay,
sleepwalking.
look, we all have things, and maybe this doesn't work right on me like it works on you. You know, we all have like malfunctions, for lack of a better word. So I would imagine someone who sleepwalks, that part of their body that knows to paralyze their body is not working.
Ah,
That's that. I mean,
gotcha.
I am not a doctor. I just thought of that today. I was like,
Well,
wow.
speaking of that, Dr. Rebecca told us that if you don't dream or don't remember your dreams, that she's saying you're not getting your good REM sleep, stage
REM.
4 sleep. So
Yeah.
you need to reevaluate why you're not getting that stage.
Which is your
4
rapid
sleep.
eye movement.
Yeah, that's when you're
Yeah.
dreaming. So is it, maybe you need to adjust the temperature in your home or your sheets or
Go to bed earlier.
go to bed,
Make sure
yeah.
you get a good night's sleep.
Take
so
some
you can get that
melatonin.
stage 4. Yeah.
Yes.
that's-
Take some melatonin. Yeah. Okay, but I want to talk about dreams too, like dreaming.
Like life
Like
dreams?
life dreams. Like I love knowing that we can dream about things. Daydreaming. I mean, dreams of aspirations, goals in life, and I think that is very, very, very important in people's lives.
Oh, I totally agree.
As a kid, we're full of magic and hope, and so if you don't have dreams in your life, I feel like you lose the magic and hope. We do have choices, and if we choose to follow our dreams, and we choose to follow it, and we don't let life tell us we can't, look at the parameters that we're taking away from us
Oh, naturally.
instead of allowing people to put them on us.
Well, and that goes back to parenting and children and children having those big dreams. A child saying, I want to be president, and a parent or someone saying, you would never be president. Don't ever speak negatively to your children because their minds are like sponges and they've absorbed that and it will stick with them forever. What you carry in your brain, what your thought processes, what you tell yourself are what will happen. And so dream those dreams and surround yourself with people who will support them. I mean, I think I've told you guys I had aspirations to be an airline or flight attendant, and that got squashed by my mother, and I never thought about it again.
Yeah.
And I think back on that now and think at age 18, 19, 20, I still wish I had become a flight attendant.
Yeah, look at the travel.
I could have traveled. I wanted to get out of Alabama and travel, and so you have to be careful who you share those dreams with, and make sure it's people who are going to encourage you and support you and help you fulfill those dreams.
That's right.
Push you that direction.
Yes, because you didn't do that, you now have regrets. A lot of people who are real dream chasers, they can avoid regrets. They'll still have some probably, but at least you know you went for things. But when you're talking about someone telling you you can't and the negativity, think about you as a dreamer. If you're someone who dreams and you really, really, really wake up and pursue things, look at what you're giving those around you. You're giving them inspiration, you're giving them hope,
Right.
you're showing them courage to try something that people think you can't do. One of the great things in life is to give, and so you're giving people hope and inspiration by
But
following
now-
their dreams.
And this might be a little controversial. What about the child, and you know, we're talking about the pathways. Like I said, I'm knee deep in high school right now, but when somebody has, I want to be, 10 different things. I want to be all these 10 different things. So when do you say, let's focus our energy towards this dream or that dream, or choose, because you can't do all of it. And signing my boys up for, I guess it was baseball, and the coach of the whole league's like, listen, there's probably not a kid in here who's going to play for college. Maybe one, maybe two. Of those 1 or 2, probably never going to be a pro, because parents would get so bent out of shape at the little league games. So when is it okay? When is it okay to say, let's focus on this dream or that dream? And you can't be a firefighter, a princess, a doctor, a musician, a lawyer. You can't do all of them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I think as a parent, financially, you can't do all of them sometimes too. So I think it makes sense to say, okay, wow, that's a lot. Which one do you love the most?
Right.
Which one makes you really the most excited?
I think it's about asking questions.
Let's pick a couple
Yeah.
of them. And then after a year of these two, you may realize I really missed the one I didn't pick. And then go back to that. I mean, it's just kind of helping them think.
I see a lot with kids. They're like, I want to be a doctor. Okay, they don't like math.
Yeah.
They don't like science. It's like, okay, so you would be doing math and science all day.
Yeah.
Or if you don't like public speaking, but you want to be president. Well,
Yeah.
something of that nature. I think sometimes in those career pathways, at least, breaking down what is the daily job of that dream look like.
I don't know if this, I may be changing topic, I'm not sure, but I don't know if this affected either of you, but I think when you're in middle school or junior high school or even into high school, I don't think you have enough knowledge to know what really is out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're just scratching the surface. I mean, I know at that age, I knew nothing about what the world had to offer and what the opportunities were. So I think a lot of times students stumble forward toward those things. And I think that's where the guidance comes in, and asking questions. What do you like? Do you love people? Do you love animals? Do you love teaching? Asking the basic questions, and then from there moving it forward to vocations or careers that might fit those things.
I think like you said, when the baseball coach said, listen, there's 11 of you on the team or however many, and maybe one might go on to play, or maybe he's having that conversation with parents. I think you also have to go, it's very few people and children who know what they want to do at 8, 9, 10. They're very special children that
Oh, yes.
that have decided, but they're out there.
Yeah, like Sonny Gray, for example. Jessica Gray's brother,
Yeah.
the baseball pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, his dad was out there every day with him, teaching and coaching him in baseball, and he always knew. And he was a great football star too.
Yeah.
In high school, but he pursued baseball, and he is one of those exceptions.
Yeah.
Where that is his career path.
It seems like it's just conversation. It's just learning to desire things and hope for things,
Sure.
and aspire to something. But it's probably later in life before they really pick something.
There's
Yeah.
two
For most,
singers
yes.
that I think about, talking about music, Carrie, is Faith Hill and Taylor Swift, which are two singers that came to Nashville. But Taylor Swift's whole family came with her.
Right.
And there's stories about Faith Hill,
Yeah.
telling everyone in high school, I'm going to be, a famous singer, and they're like, Faith, come on,
Yeah.
So I think when you have those, I want to say extreme talents, or those big gifts in life, then it's very clear. But the majority of us, don't know.
Right, right.
But I think it's conviction too. I mean, for
Yeah.
Faith Hill as an example, in her mind, she was convicted. She
Mhm.
was going to be a country music superstar.
Yeah, which makes me think when you're talking about her conviction to do it. I just watched The Queen's Gambit. Did anybody watch that yet on Netflix? Talk about she's an orphan, and she's in an orphanage, but she wanted to play chess like at 7, 8 years old,
Interesting.
and watch the whole movie. It's
Oh, I'm
amazing. Talking about just following that passion in your heart and being. I mean, you'll see how dedicated she was to it. The book she read and all that. It's really good. The Queen's Gambit. I think it's really cool too that there's no age on dreaming.
Right.
That's what's beautiful to me. There's so many age limits on things in life. You know, like American Idol, they have a cutoff of what, 28, something like that.
Right.
You know, they decide when you're too old to do something, no one can stop you from dreaming. I don't care how old you get. And so continue to dream, because no matter what age you are, if you really want it, you can make it happen. That doesn't matter.
Not to harp on music, and that reminds me of Chris Stapleton. Didn't they tell him he was too old or he didn't fit the mold for
He
American
doesn't
Idol?
fit the mold.
Didn't
And
fit the
look,
mold,
and
but-
just look what
Yeah,
happened.
exactly.
Yeah.
I guess I'm channeling your music.
No, I love that. But speaking of that, I mean, let's talk. David, my husband, was. I mean, they would get him out of bed at like 6, 7, and 8 years old because the family and the friends in the neighborhood wanted to hear him sing. And so they would get him up, and then he was singing at like moose clubs and all this kind of stuff. And he has never stopped. And I mean, he still just has such a great show on Broadway.
Yeah.
And a following. And 54 years old, he gets up there and kills it like anybody
He sure
else.
does.
So what a gift, I think, that gives to our children and our
Yeah.
nieces and our nephews and anyone to continue to chase your dream. If you
Always.
I mean, I don't care if you die and it doesn't happen. If you woke up every day with the hope that it would, you got a pretty good life.
Well, I mean, we've all read the news stories where someone at age 80 wanted a college degree.
Yeah.
And they got busy and made it happen. Or they want to be a pilot or an attorney.
Skydive.
Yeah, skydive,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, just don't let anyone rain on your dreams and bring you down. If you want it, do it. Go for it.
Make it a beautiful thing. Don't let people tell you that's silly, because they probably wish they had a dream that they were passionate about, or they've let it go. Don't let it go. Well, you gave our health tips, so get plenty of rest and sleep.
So you can remember your
You
dreams.
can remember your dreams and don't forget the dreams. And that's all. We'll see you all next week.
SOAR.